getting to the gut though. So many people are eating gluten, and that causes a leaky gut, or they have the wrong microbes in their gut. People with COVID and long haulers show a seriously disrupted microbiome versus the people that don't have that problem. So just like you always have to kind of look at the gut, does it play a role? And I was, of course, naturally went to find out about the connection between gut health and bones. And of course, there is one. So do you have anything to say about that in particular?
Well, what I would say is I really I congratulate you for being way ahead of the crowd on this, to realizing that these ancient traditions of eating these fermented foods were grounded in wisdom we didn't understand, but you understood enough to say this is a good idea, we should do it ourselves. And it's interesting to look to what has persisted over the millennium, and certainly the fact that even our mitochondria comes from bacteria. We are just one part of this fabric of life, and these bacteria should not be our enemies, but our friends. And certainly, ingesting fermented foods is a really great way to begin. And just getting back to, how many people take the time to cook? Simple whole foods, organic foods, promote organic food. We're really on the brink. We have the capacity to create a new society or to destroy ourselves. And so now there's a soil depletion. In 60 years there'll be no topsoil unless these agricultural farms begin returning organic matter, these bacteria, the virus, the fungus, to the soil. The earth will turn largely into sand, and food will be grown on water and hydroponics. And so we got to think what we're doing, and what do we want to create. And it's a great time of opportunity, but each individual, we have to kind of just settle down and pay attention to the most wholesome sort of living that we can possibly do. And like your fermented foods, like your fresh fruits and vegetables, eating according to season, respecting the circadian rhythms of the universe and of our bodies, getting adequate rest, and finding meaningful activity, and for me it's fun to learn and share, so that's what's meaningful, and certainly it's been the same for you for decades. Just sticking on that track of, and there's new things to learn all the time, but I love the ancient systems. I love the ancient Chinese medicine. I love Ayurveda. I love acupuncture, because they understood the principles of the universe that do not change. So yeah,
That's what body ecology is really based on, these universal laws, principles. I tried to take the two that I learned in macrobiotics and expand them. One of the things as far as acid alkaline goes, I just encourage people to eat a diet that, let's say you have a piece of protein on your plate, then 80% of that food on your plate could be alkaline forming vegetables and some fermented vegetables. You don't have to have large portions, but that's one way to keep the acid alkaline balance. And I really do think, if people don't have money sometimes, to make fermented vegetables is very inexpensive, especially for where you get the value you get from them. But I honestly think digestive enzymes are a good thing to have, because we don't necessarily digest our food. And if we want to get these minerals and vitamins and proteins and fats into our body, we do need to digest them. And so fortunately we have digestive enzymes, we have them ourselves. But I do think, if people say, well, I don't want to take stuff, I would say at least eat right and take digestive enzymes, most likely.